1 week after President Donald Trump directed the U.S. military to prepare for possible action over claims of Christian genocide, the U.S. military has submitted contingency plans for potential strikes on Nigeria. The New York Times reports that the U.S. Africa Command has drawn up and sent its options to the Department of War this week upon the request of Secretary Pete Hegseth. Arise News Chief of Correspondence Ferdinand Duroha reports has more.
The military intervention plan is drawn up by the U.S. Africa Command, also known as AFRICOM, a military unit Donald Trump had earlier threatened to dismantle as part of a Pentagon downsizing effort. It includes 3 options: heavy, medium, and light. The New York Times quotes the heavy option presented by the command as the most forceful military response that the U.S. could take against Nigeria. It involves sending an aircraft carrier group to the Gulf of Guinea, off the Nigerian coast, and using fighter jets or long-range bombers to strike targets deep inside northern Nigeria. For the medium option, the command suggests using drone strikes against identified military camps, bases, convoys, and vehicles. The New York Times says the light option would center on partner-enabled operations with the U.S. military and the State Department supporting Nigerian government forces to target and neutralize terrorists responsible for attacks on civilians. Although AFRICOM says the goal is to strike Islamist militants in northern Nigeria and protect Christians from armed violence, critics are skeptical about the objectives and implementation. While the plans were designed to allow for a controlled escalation, the asymmetrical nature of Nigeria's conflicts presents a major challenge as terrorist elements often live within citizens, making it difficult for the military to fully engage. The situation is also more complicated due to the issue of proximity. Presently, the United States does not have an airbase in any neighboring country to Nigeria, after exiting its bases in Agadez and Niamey, both in Niger Republic. This reduces their options to bases in Southern Europe and Djibouti. Ferdinand Duroha, Arise News.